Hello everybody and welcome back to the Challenge Cup round of 16 preview. That's right, we're back. I've done the champions. If you've not seen that, check it out. But yeah, this is going to work fairly similar. I'll just go through the games, see who I think is going to win. And there's some interesting matchups here again, some repeat matchups. As there was only 3 pools, so quite a few of these teams have played each other. But you do have the champion drop-down teams as well to remember. So it'll be interesting to see. So without further ado, let's get into the games. Just quickly I want to say I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. I said this in the champions, but I'll keep saying it. It's exam time for me at uni at the minute. It's time. I hope you understand. But yeah, let's go. Let's get to the video on a more positive note. And the first game is a repeat, as Gloucester are hosting Castres. They did play each other in the pool. Gloucester getting the win. Gloucester, they've been struggling in the Prem, or they were struggling in the Prem for the start. They've come back a little bit now. I think they're second from bottom, yes. But they've been pretty dominant in Europe. They've won all their games. Yeah. It's a tight... it's a good Gloucester team in Europe. They are against Castres, who they have beaten. I think they'll do it again. I do. I think Gloucester will win and progress. Moving on, we look to the next round, next game, which is Clermont at home to Cheaters. Cheaters again aren't in any of the major leagues. They're an invitee team, as well as Black Lion, who didn't make it through the pool. Although they did win a game, they just, didn't quite, they were in quite a tough pool, to be brutally honest. But they're facing Clermont, who came from Black Lion's pool, funnily enough. In France, I think Clermont will win. Clermont aren't a bad team. They beat everyone but Gloucester, so yeah. Next up is an all URC affair in Italy. This could actually be a really exciting one, as Benetton host the Lions. Both of these two teams are mid-table URC. Benetton were near the top. They were sitting second for so long, but I think the losing their internationals for the Six Nations did knock them down a bit. But they will be coming back now, so will Benetton return? I think they might. I think they might win this game. Lions, they've been good this season. They're off of a massive win in Connacht last week, but I don't think that they'll do it against Benetton. I think Benetton are in a position that they could push for the title here. So yeah, I think Benetton's going to win. Next up, we've got another quite exciting one, as Ospreys host Sale. Now again, Ospreys are just about in the top 8 of the URC. Sale are sitting second bottom of the Premiership. No, third bottom. Both 8th, but there's more teams in the URC. So yeah, this is also another exciting game in Wales. This could be a spicy encounter. Both of these teams are quite flip-floppy. I feel like, you can't always figure out what team's going to show up. So this is actually quite hard to predict. Now, Sale, I believe, are a drop-down from the champions, and they lost all their games in the pool. Ospreys, who knows? I'm going to back the Ospreys. It is in Wales. They've been solid as of recently. Yeah. Next up, another exciting encounter, as Edinburgh Rugby are hosting Bayonne. Edinburgh at the Hive. They've not been the best so far. They've not played well all season. They've been managing to scrape results though. But that South African tour that they've been on recently is that it was pretty poor from Edinburgh, to be honest with you. The Stormers, they lost to by far too much, and they should have beaten Sharks. I'm going to be honest, they shouldn't have lost that game with Sharks. So they will be looking for a big game to come back, and what a better occasion, Bayonne in Edinburgh. I will be going to this. I'm really excited, and I think I've got a funny feeling Bayonne are going to win this. I know they say back your team, but I can't see Edinburgh winning this game. Bayonne are one of these teams that are hard to beat. And I think Edinburgh they don't do anything in attack. Yes, they've got the spark players back. They've got Van der Merwe. They've got Bill Mata. They've got players who can pull off moments of magic, but I don't know. I just think Bayern's going to win. Next up, we've got Montpellier hosting Ulster. And this could be a really good game, actually. Ulster, I believe, are a champion drop-down team. Into the challenge. Quite a rare thing to see Ulster in the challenge. They usually are cemented quite well in the champions, but here they are. Ulster are one of these teams that have been very flip-flop. They've beaten, they beat Leinster, but they've also lost some games they shouldn't have. I think back, especially to that Edinburgh game about Christmas time. Montpellier, again, they had an absolute crap start to the season, but they changed the coach, I believe, and they're doing a bit better now. So I think this is going to be a really good game. In France, though, it's going to be tough. Montpellier in France is always a tough game for everyone, so I am going to back the French. Next up, we head to South Africa. The Sharks are hosting Zebra, another all-URC affair, and I think this one could be fairly one-sided. Sharks seem to be finding a bit of form. I mean, to be fair, in Europe they hadn't been bad, but in the URC they'd been dreadful up until the most recent set of games, where they are finding some form. They're 3 in a row at the minute, so they are starting to pick up some form, and I think they will absolutely destroy Zebra, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, not much else to say. Feel bad saying it. I like Zebra, but Sharks are going to rip them apart, I think. And then last but definitely not least, we have Pau, and they're facing Connacht. Pau, who are actually doing quite well this season, quite well in the top 14. We've then got Connacht, who are flip-flop in the URC. Again, they win games you don't expect them to win, they lose games you don't expect them to lose. So Connacht are an oddball. But in France, against a Pau team who've been looking pretty comfortable, Connacht a drop down. I'm gonna back the French. I am. Back the French. It's what I might title the video. The French are... Yeah. I think all the French teams... bar Castres, I think all the French teams are going to win their games. So, yeah. That's my thoughts. So, just to summarise it for you... Oh, my computer's been funny. No. We have got... Gloucester to beat Castres, Clermont to beat Cheetahs, Benetton to beat Lions, Ospreys to beat Sale, Bayonne to beat Edinburgh, Montpellier to beat Ulster, Sharks to beat Zebra, and Pau to beat Connacht. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the game. If who you think's going to win, lose, or a draw. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Edinburgh game. It's going to be so good. I hope we can get it done, but I've got my doubts. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you absolute legends later.